Happy Monday, October 11th. Welcome to your boost and off we go. It's Mark Your Calendar Monday. That's what I'm going to call today's episode. Listen, we're going to start doing the countdown every Monday. There are 81 days remaining in this year for you to kick some butt and get some business and redirect what might have fallen off course on your goals. If you're dead set and you're meeting your goals, bravo. But if you need a little readjustment, you've still got time, but not a whole heck of a lot of it. Okay, reasons to reach out today, of course, is Columbus Day, or as it's recently been deemed, Indigenous People Day. It's also not International Day of the Girl Power. Boston Marathon runs for the first time in 910 days today. So off they go. And our friends in Massachusetts are happy that that's returned. Okay, social media, reasons to reach out on social. We designated as Monday Market Update. Tell me what happened over this past weekend. What was your personal activity? What did you see in the marketplace? How active were your open houses? Kind of reinforce the fact that we still need listings to satiate the interests and the buying needs of everyone out there. It's also Motivational Monday. Maybe you want to kickstart your crowd on a Monday the way I kickstart you. Reasons to mark your calendar. This is a big week at Ravis. Okay, so stop, listen. Our mortgage rebrand campaign is going to come full force at you in that brilliant shade of purple this week, and to your customers as well. So what does that mean? That means when you get your newsletter, when you start to get marketing pieces from headquarters, kind of outlining what they are, you open the email and you read what's going on. Why? Because you have to know exactly what the consumer is seeing on their end. You have to be kept up to date with what our local and Northeastern presence is and all the marketing campaigns that we're pushing out between now and the end of the year, which I don't know if I mentioned, but is 81 days away. Now, beside Mortgage Rebrand, we're also going to reintroduce Financing Friday this Friday with Ryan, Linda, and Frank. Why? Because they're going to go over the campaign, the products, explain what's new, what's different. And that's something you have to take part in. There will be a registration in tomorrow's newsletter. Okay, tomorrow's Tell All Tuesday that comes to your inbox sometime around noontime will have the registration and the definitive time for this Friday's Financing Friday meeting. That's a real important one to kind of get your ducks in a row. We've got to hammer down what we make available to the public to get them through this time period. All right. Also, Thursday, stop. I mean, really stop. So many of you have been asking me for this class for so long, and I am putting it out there in front of you, and I want to see attendance because this is where we are right now in the marketplace. Thursday, Lessons from Leaders, 10 a.m. Remember, the series started, we're already in episode 3, like it's whizzing by. Last week's was incredibly attended. The week before that was like a bang, set off for our program. This week, Michael Dean, strategic growth coach of our Darien and Rowayton offices, walks us through, you're going to love this topic, defending your commission. Come on, how many times do you come up across that when you deal with potential prospective, either it's selling clients especially, right? Defending your commission, the value you bring, things you have to hammer home, things you have to present. So it validates the exchange of commission that you're requiring to market their listing, to hold their listing, okay? This is important, guys. Even if you think you know it, you're going to get some new items that haven't been resurrected in your head for a while. Sign up for Thursday's class. These are real pertinent series classes here, and it answers the call of what you asked for, very specifically toned topics. So, and defending your commission was one of them. I want to see those registrations go up, 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 up. Okay. And lastly, we're going to end our week with the ride and walk. October 17th, Cap Pasture Beach, okay, Norwalk, we're all going to be there, be square. The reason that I'm saying it now is because we're still in need of volunteers. We would love to see you Saturday, the day before, to help the Ride and Walk team set up, as well as Sunday to actually be part of the fun and the fundraising for cancer research. All right, today topic, drop-bys. For those of you that had open houses, what's your plan of attack for today? What's your recircle plan? What do you have going? Oh, nothing, Krista, because they got signed up for newsletter. Okay, let's bring it one level up, all right, because we're really trying to find sellers. For those of you that had open houses yesterday, why is today kind of magical for you? Because people are probably home. We have no mail today. Banks are closed. People are taking the time, staying with their family, staying with their partners, taking it easy, first long weekend in October. So you had an open house in such and such a neighborhood on such and such a street. There's one thing, handwritten note. Thank you for your patience yesterday. Just thought I'd like to report to you that I had 23 visitors and they're all crazy about this street. If you ever thought of selling, now might be the time. I'd love to be one of the first ones to know. Okay, that's a great impact, right? Handwritten notes. We talked that to death on the boost. Handwritten note, 10 for $1 at Stop and Shop. Okay, what's the difference? What makes the impact? Handwritten note, impact. Handwritten note, impact. Spend the $10, get the 10 pumpkins, put it on as a paperweight on the back porch. Remember, nothing goes in the postal box because you are not a postman, so you don't belong in the postal box. Drop it off and say, your house was a standout with the people that were touring my open house today. They were asking me if I knew of anything else on the street that was going up for sale. Well, would you consider? Okay, this is your reach out day because people are home. Open house visitors, what's your plan for open house visitors? We just did the neighbors trying to procure more selling business, but what is your plan of follow-up for the potential prospects that toured your open house? You got a couple different ones, right? If you use the open house app by Ravis, and my gosh, I hope you have by this point, they already were signed up to receive the newsletter, branded, customized to you, your face, your agent info for the town that the open house took place in. Great ideas for follow-ups. They came to visit that house, which has certain specific details, right? 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, quarter of an acre, whatever it was. Email them because you have their email because they signed in through the app. Email them similar houses. Email them similar houses that are coming up for open house this coming weekend, okay? Buyer presentations in Moxie. We have one called the buyer presentation. And what that is about a 10-page digital product that says, here's the important points, excuse me, of the roadmap to homeownership. Okay, so don't forget your inspections. Don't forget to get saddled up with your mortgage and get that in this competitive market all nailed down so your offer is strong. What's the reason to have a buyer agent in the first place? If you've never seen that, you need to take a peek at that because that's a nice, just every Monday, just point it out to anybody with an email, keeps you present. Remember what we said about people getting house head? They get Krista Ross confused with this other agent, right? Krista Ross's face needs to go with the product. So they, oh, that's the girl we had the conversation with in the house with the kitchen that we liked. You know, you got to kind of consolidate it in their mind. People don't have big attention span these days. Also, town guides. Now, whether you have a PDF of specific towns that your marketing coordinator has made available to you, consider emailing that. I noticed that you were looking in such and such a town. I thought I'd give you a little snapshot guide of the most important and fun points about it, okay? Again, we're just looking for excuses to follow up, to drip again, and I've given you some good ones. most powerful of which for future listers. Note card, Bill Ravis swears by him, Tom Ferry, all the big, leading real estate companies of the world, and NAR. Do you need more people than that to tell you this is getting responses lately? Note card, impact, done, 10 for 10. You spend the morning doing it, you spend the afternoon doing it, and my goodness, wouldn't it be just extra wonderful since people are home if they open their doors and you started real conversations. All right. Today at 11 o'clock, best practices working with buyers. I went a little easy on the training schedule because I knew some people were off and some people do open house follow-ups. And now we end with quote of the day, which interestingly enough, today is listed by some calendars, the fun ones, as National Kick Butt Day. It was established in 2004 to provoke an urgency to stop cigarette smoking. And since 2004, kind of took a left-hand turn and evolved and morphed into National Kick Butt Day, which is a day to recognize the goals that you have left behind or need to turn the volume up on. National Kick Butt Day comes toward the end of the year, which I don't know if I mentioned, only has 81 days left. So see what I did there? I started and I closed. All right, so quote of the day. Wake up, kick butt, repeat. That's easy to remember, and I hope you hold it with you today. Listen, there's always someone out there hungrier than you are, and they're right behind you in this road to get prospects. They're going to do the work that I suggested. They're going to follow up with the neighborhood. They're going to follow up with the open house visitors. Don't let that be somebody else. Make it be you. Take today, dedicate your business, yourself toward making everything better in your world in the 81 days that remain this year. All right, that's your motivation. That's your kick butt. Please go out there, do it, and repeat often today and this week. Keep your calendar days in mind. They're very important. And if you missed any episode of the Morning Boost last week, we had several pertinent episodes. So I'd like you to go back and review those. And until tomorrow, stay well, stay safe, please be happy today. So much better than yesterday and any other day that came along last week. So I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining me today.